Hello, everybody. Viking Demon Slayer from my living room. I wanted to do a third video in the series about trapped emotions. And I can see that I just feel better when I have lip gloss. So hello. Join the live, my darlings. I'm all cozied up in my little corner in my living room, sitting in my sofa. We're going to talk about Wishy-Washy. Wishy-Washy. Well, I have my lip gloss right here. Lip gloss just adds color to your world. I'm going to put you right there. Right there. Enjoy my spider plants. So, Wishy-Washy. Wishy-Washy is trapped emotion. In Swedish, we would say Wishy-Washy, right? Someone who doesn't know what they want. It's annoying. And sometimes we are wishy-washy. You don't want to be. I mean, why are you wishy-washy? Well, when energy is trapped and it's not a trauma that causes you to get triggered outwardly, then the trigger is a freeze response. And then you have wishy-washy. You do nothing. You can't go left, you can't go right, you can't move forward. So you stay put. And the whole thought loop starts with being wishy-washy. It's so annoying. Oh, I know. So, wishy-washy. Wishy-washy, Wishy-Pinne, I'll make choices. Wishy-washy is also a learned behavior from childhood when you had a parent that for some reason, let's wait. Wishy-washy, because it has several of like entrances into your subconscious mind. And the most common one, wishy-washy isn't like a super common trapped emotion that I find, but when I find it, it just fills this perfect puzzle piece in the story of this person. I know that someone who has been on social welfare, the biggest part of their life, is more likely to have wishy-washy. Because when you have wishy-washy, you can't make a career choice. So it's easier to end up on welfare. It's difficult when you have wishy-washy to have a successful business. So someone is asking, what about back and forth? Wishy-washy is the energy. You stand still, you can't choose. So the thoughts may go back and forth, but at the end of the day, you just sit still. So hello, everybody. We are talking about wishy-washy. Wishy-washy, just not making a choice, really. And it is, like I said, when someone has it, it's a client that definitely has been on social welfare for a long period of time, and they have family members, parents on social welfare. Wishy-washy is what I would call the poor man's trapped emotion. I think it probably is a reason also for poverty. I guess all trapped emotions in a way can be a reason for poverty, but wishy-washy, I mean, Richard Branson, Elon Musk, what other rich guys? In Sweden, we have the Bonnier family. In Scandinavia, the Schibsted media family. I mean, they have a lot of trapped emotions, probably, obviously. We all do. We all have trapped emotions, but, I don't think we will find wishy-washy with that. It's one of those patterns that I've discovered. So wishy-washy, when a parent has it in a family constellation, I think it's difficult for that parent to be emotional support of the children. I think it's difficult. I think the parent gets stuck in internal thought loops. It's what wishy-washy does. Wishy-washy is the thinker, actually the planner. Planning is good, right? Having a plan. First we do this, then we do this, then after that we do that. Bum, bum, bum. But planning can become this escape, this excuse, this, oh, well, you see, I just don't have the time to. And it's quite fascinating that procrastination, it's not a trapped emotion in the chart, but I want to say that procrastination and wishy-washy definitely belong together. And a trapped emotion that is on the chart that I believe is linked with wishy-washy is creative insecurity. This is the kidneys. So if you have problems with the kidneys, your adrenals, your bladder, peeing in general, there might be a link between wishy-washy and creative insecurity. But creative insecurity, it's like, it was my personal top 3 trapped emotions that I had. It was just, So, people are saying interesting things. I have attracted wishy-washy people into my life. Yeah, that's also a sign. You're very wise, Queen Bam, that you understand that when we attract something, it's usually a sign we have it inside of us. And wishy-washy people, in Sweden, I'm assuming that you're in Sweden and these are Swedish people, immigrant friends have told me, you have the luxury in Sweden of being able to afford being lazy, because in the view of a foreigner from a poor country, Swedish people are lazy. Yeah, we don't have to work our asses off in the same way as other countries have to have food on the table. We're quite privileged. It's a sensitive topic. My spirit guides are like, Martina, you're entering, there's a line here. Please be careful with how you say this. And just come on up. So anyway, yeah, wishy-washy people, if you don't resonate with them, it will annoy you. It will annoy you like, when you hang with people like that. I myself, I can't stand wishy-washiness. And that's why I just don't talk to certain family members even. I just don't. Because the wishy-washiness, I feel that they're just spoiled. Like, come on, make a choice. You're 46. Like, grow up. See, Viking Demon Slayer has 3D thoughts too. God bless them. Oh, Lord. So creative insecurity. You guys, creative insecurity, like, oh my Lord, that is created in childhood when you wanted to display something, you wanted to tell your mom and dad something, and it was from your creative heart. It was your expression. And it was met with hard reaction. Like, no, mommy doesn't have time. No, daddy doesn't have time. Or in my case, dad was always watching the news. So I felt. And he just ignored me. So just being ignored, which is, the silent treatment. It's later I attracted narcissists that gave me the silent treatment. Rah, rah, why? Hello. It was the behavior my subconscious mind saw when I was a child. And yes, I had hundreds, probably thousands of trapped emotions of creative insecurity. So little child Martina, rejected by her father, gave her the silent treatment. He was watching the news. Didn't budge from the TV screen. I was telling him about these amazing drawings. I loved to draw. Oh my God. And to this day, I have, look, my crayons. I'm still, expressing myself because I'm back. I'm back. That dad was focused on the TV. I have healed it. I healed little Martina. The creative insecurity is gone. So I can receive and I can create again. See, and create also comes in the form of expressing your love, expressing love in relationships, expressing energy in your business, at your job, even if it's just a part-time job. It's your creativity, your creative energy that wants to be expressed. When it's healed, and you do it. You show up as the glorious you. So creative insecurity is something that you don't necessarily need emotion code to heal. When you know, shit, yeah, nobody acknowledged my art when I was a kid. Nobody. Fucking hell. Creative insecurity, you can say, okay, little child, I hear you, and it sucks. Totally sucks. They should have loved your beautiful drawings. Okay, let's go to, in Sweden, we have Panduro, dollar store, other stores. Let's go nuts. Let's buy something and let's start creating again. And that inner critic that is actually your subconscious voice, based upon the rejection from childhood, will immediately say, don't be ridiculous. Come on. Who do you think you are? What the hell? The more reason for you to say, inner critic, I hear you. We have been together for a long time. And even though you may have a point, I am still going to do what makes me happy this time around. I freaking deserve it. And the inner critic is going to slowly quiet down. The inner critic will never disappear. But when you see it for what it is, it will not control you or trigger you anymore. So, wishy-washy, in my opinion, it's not a really common trapped emotion, but when it's there, I see things related to creativity blocks and abundance blocks. And maybe we should talk a little bit about money.